everybody, welcome to Fun Fiction, the brand new show on the BS Network, all about taking great media and making it greater. Probably not, actually, a lot worse. I'm one of your hosts, Scottye Moore.
What up, I'm Brenna Clark. The other host.
It took you a minute, you were just like, also...
Is that my cue? I don't know.
That was social anxiety all in one pause of, is he gonna do it? Am I gonna do it?
That's my middle name.
Yeah, Brenna, social anxiety Clark. So, this is a show where we evaluate some of the best media in the world and try to make something out of it, exploring the world of fan fiction, our own fan fiction. We're gonna do movies, TV shows, music videos.
Heck yeah.
I don't just doing fan fiction for This Is America by Childish Gambino.
Oh, I don't know if we want to go there.
No, it's fine. So, yeah, and of course in our inaugural episode, and we totally didn't decide this just because we both went to see it last night and have been struggling not to talk about it to each other today. Of course is Deadpool 2, which, oh my god!
Holy crap.
So, okay, what do we start with? Favorite character?
I don't know. I wrote a list, but it's not in any sort of order.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I guess we should start with the big... Okay, spoilers ahead. Big warning.
Yes.
All of
the spoilers, yes.
Because we do not have tact. So, I will start by saying, holy shit, they killed Vanessa.
Oh my god! I'm emotionally compromised still. I did not think I was going to go into a Deadpool movie and come out sobbing. That's just not... That's no.
Well, with me, it was a matter of... Because, like, they did so well in the advertising in that they advertised it really well where you couldn't help but want to go, but they also advertised it well in the fact that they didn't tell you shit about what was happening.
It was just like, hey, it's Deadpool. Yeah, let's go watch that.
They were like, it's Deadpool, Cable's there, and this tiny Australian fireboy is also here.
You know what? I didn't even see anything about him at all. Like, I saw stuff about Domino, Lord have mercy. Dominic.
The gender-swapped version.
Yes. But, no, I didn't know about Fire Fist, so... Yeah.
Which,
I don't know.
Can I just say, God bless Domino, she was...
Oh my god!
She was a breakout in this, like, because a lot of this overly cinematic moments of her getting, like, lucky, her luck point, those were cool, but my favorite were, like, the little moments. Where, like, the scene on the plane where she talks shit to Wade, and then Wade's like, zip it, and then doesn't, like, address her. And I was like, oh, okay, I like that.
She is a badass with a capital B.
Yeah. I was a huge fan of Domino from the whole... Also because one of my close friends looks like her.
What?
Yeah.
Where is she so I can worship her?
We will find her and release worship upon her.
Yes!
Now, I will say, and this just reminded me, because that's also the character that in my most recent novel, Crossover, that I based Queaslecorp's human form off of, is the same as the Domino person.
Really?
Yeah. And so, I will say, it was weird having written Queaslecorp 3 and then going into Deadpool 2 and seeing a stark amount of similarities.
Yes.
The collars, the scene where...
Oh my god! I didn't even think about that!
Yeah, the collars.
Yes!
The scene where Wade and Vanessa's dead and Wade's just like, let me in, and then she's
You're
like...
the worst! You're the worst! God!
I can't help but compare stuff to my own work because that's all I have to go off of.
No, I mean, that's fine. I'm not talking about that being the worst. I'm talking about you just, like, killing everybody, so that's fine.
I'm a regular George R.R. Martin over here.
Yes.
Also, can we just discuss the best end credits scene to ever exist?
I punched Garen. I was so excited. when it did that pan up of the first Deadpool's body, I knew exactly what it was, and I was like, oh my god, what is happening? Well, and then he shot him 15 times!
Well, I was excited about it, but I was also really salty because my original plan for the fan fiction I was going to write for this episode involved Deadpool going after Weapon 11, or X1.
That was in my head, too!
I was just like, well, no, this is an idea I had this was after I saw the first Deadpool movie. I was talking with somebody, and I was like, here's my idea for the first one. Opening of the film, pans up, and it's Deadpool fighting Weapon X1, and like it's just this epic fight scene between the two of them. And then they actually did it.
It was brilliant.
Well, my favorite part was also the fact that they also... Well, hold on. It's just because they finally got Deadpool on screen with Wolverine, technically in the only way they could, which was time travel.
God bless.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Ryan Reynolds. He loves Hugh Jackman so much.
Well, I mean, yes. They're my OTP.
Mine too!
Ryan and Hugh Jackman. So, okay. Best surprise in the movie to you?
Best surprise? Well, I audibly gasped when the X-Men had their little cameo.
Oh, that was good. That was really good. But it happened so fast that I struggled to catch everybody.
No, I only saw Beast and Quicksilver, and that was it. But I was like, that's the X-Men!
Yeah, but apparently Xavier was there, like,
Yeah, but he's sitting down. Somebody was probably in front of him, you know?
Which also raises the question, does he have multiple wheelchairs? Because you'd think he'd be like, can I have my wheelchair back, please?
Well, maybe he has a business wheelchair, and that looked like a meeting, so he was in his business wheelchair.
He's got his business wheelchair, and then of course Wade has jacked his personal wheelchair that has like leopard print on the sides of it. He's just like, this is for when I'm hanging out during the day. It's very nice.
Yes, the one that Wade was in just looked like his, rolling around the house in his pajamas wheelchair.
Yeah, it has an Alexa installed into it.
Yes.
It's got I was about to say Uber, and that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And then also a button that anytime he presses it, it brings him a martini. He's just like, no, this is very nice. Dude, I'll say, though, my favorite surprise, and even Emily, my lady, will account to this, because I audibly gasped when Juggernaut came out.
Oh, my God.
I was like, yes!
He
was so good, dude.
Huge.
He was huge. He was dope. And he died in a funny way, because that's like, I didn't want him to die in like a cool way. I'm like, no.
Oh, no.
He's the secondary character. He has to die in some goofy way to undercut everything, because otherwise it just don't count. Do you know who played him?
No, I don't.
Well, in the credits, they said Juggernaut as himself, which is a bit of a dick move, Deadpool. Way to go. But apparently, it was a completely CGI character. However, the motion capture for the face and the voice was provided by none other than Canada's Ryan Reynolds.
No way!
Yes! So Ryan was Deadpool, and he was Juggernaut.
He's really going for the Oscar for this movie, man.
It's... I halfway through, I tried to convince myself that I liked the first one more, but everything from when Cable joins them onwards, I was like, no, it's a lot better than the first movie.
I need to rewatch the first one before I make that statement, I think, but I really, really enjoyed this one, and I have a really strange attraction to Cable, and I'm wondering if that means that I have a really strange attraction to Thanos, which I don't think I do. Because he has a ruffled chin.
Ruffles have ridges.
Exactly. And I'm not into that.
I will say Josh Brolin is the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson of superhero movies, in that he's just making it all better.
Yes.
Because he killed it as Thanos. He was probably the one part of Infinity War that I did not have multiple problems with.
That's a conversation for another podcast.
It's for a different show. I think it would just be me shitting on Infinity War for 20 minutes, and I do not, like, because that was originally going to be the first episode was Infinity War, because, like, I know everybody going to be searching for that. Then I was like, no, because then they'll click on the video and just hear me shitting on it for 20 minutes, and I can't do that.
I mean, you could, but...
Yeah, but no, I just can't do that. But yeah, no. I feel you on that, like, that attraction to cable thing, because I was sitting there like, all right.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the haircut or like the, cold, murderous look in his eyes. I don't know, but I was there for it.
Oh, when that orange glow came on in that eye, I was like, oh, it's go time.
Yeah. That's the stuff.
Did you see the video of Ryan Reynolds on that Korean singing show?
No, I saw it on Facebook, but I didn't watch it because I was afraid that I would go into a spiral. Because you know how Facebook videos, they're just one after another, and you fall down a rabbit hole, and I just haven't had time to do that.
Well, it emotionally changed certain parts of the movie.
Oh, crap.
Because Ryan Reynolds in this fucking unicorn masks just starts singing, "The sun'll come out tomorrow, bet your butt," and like everyone else, like, because I can evaluate a film outside of that, and I was like, this seems like it would be a very emotional addition to this scene. If I hadn't just seen Ryan Reynolds in a unicorn costume singing it to a bunch of Korean people.
That makes sense, because there was a lot of people that started, well, not a lot, like a few, that started laughing during that part, and I was kind of like, who are these heartless assholes? But they probably watched the same video you did.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, that's, Ryan did that one.
Yeah.
That was all Ryan right there. So, holy shit, the cameos in this film.
I know! And all the people that died.
And all the people that die. I really enjoyed that because I feel like it brought home a lesson, which is not something I expected out of Deadpool, but it brought home the idea that, like, family is something that you can't just, like, ask for. You have to kind of earn it, and you have to, like, have it develop naturally. So the family, quote unquote, that Deadpool just kind of asked for and was like, okay, you picked them out, that didn't work out. Obviously, because they all fucking died, including my second favorite cameo of the film in the form of Brad Pitt.
I know, it's the Vanisher. What's up with that?
Yeah. It was so fast that I think half of my theater didn't understand it.
No, I think so too, because I kind of looked at him and I didn't really, I recognized him, but I was like, who? And then Garen was like, that's Brad Pitt. And I was like, oh.
Well, the only reason I knew... Also, by the way, the point I was making earlier is the fact that the family that Deadpool eventually grows to have was naturally occurring, and so that's the stories. Family happens naturally. Anyways...
And everyone else dies.
And everyone else dies, including Terry Crews, my new favorite human being.
Oh, Terry Crews. How is he just now your favorite being? I mean, come on.
I'm reading his autobiography right now, and it's real interesting. He's just, like... Because Terry Crews is one of those people that you only know of him through, like, his movies and stuff. He's not in public eye too much, other than just kind of playing his persona up. And then in his book, he's just like, I'm deaf for certain for certain octaves of the human voice. I can't hear it, and I am deaf. Also, I can play the flute. Also, I'm an accomplished painter. I'm like, damn, Terry Crews.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
It's a really good book. So, anyways, Brad Pitt, second favorite cameo of the film. My first favorite, I did not know was in the film until after the fact. So, you know the scene where Cable comes up and kills the two rednecks?
Yes.
Well, one of them was Alan Tudyk, which... Wait, did you not recognize him?
No! Which one?
The skinny one that looked like Alan Tudyk.
Oh my god. I was too busy looking at the other one's giant beer belly to even process, I guess. I don't know.
Well, with me, before the film had started, I looked up Deadpool 2, which is never a good idea.
Why did you do that?
And I saw, like, because, Google will give you, like, the news stories. They're like, Brad Pitt to cameo in Deadpool 2. And I'm like, well, I'm happy I'm looking for it now. Like... because I don't think I would have gotten Vanisher if I didn't know. it wasn't as obvious as Matt Damon in
oh my god,
Ragnarok.
No.
That being said, though, speaking of Matt Damon, the fat redneck was Matt Damon.
No!
Yes!
Why
the whole time I was watching it, like, I know that's a guy in a fat suit. I know
yeah,
it is.
I know.
I can't see it.
Because that was not a real stomach. That's why I was staring at it. I was like, why does this dude look pregnant?
This dude got pregnant on set, and now Cable couldn't kill him.
That's unprofessional.
Yeah. I will say, like, I really enjoy the fact that as a sequel, they knew all they could do was just take what worked in the first one and amp it up times 1 billion. Including Deadpool's baby legs.
Baby legs and other regions.
We don't discuss that.
We don't need to.
Yeah. Little Muppet baby.
Oh no.
Because I was just, once he got ripped in half by Juggernaut, which was dope as shit.
Yes.
That was on par with, like, Bane breaking Batman's back in the comics. Not in the movie, where he's just kind of like, oh, God! But, yeah, I really enjoyed that. But I wanted it to be, they took the two halves of Deadpool and stitched them back together.
That's what made the most sense to me. I was thinking, and how... when he was blown apart, did they just take his head and, like, let him regrow, like, a whole baby body, and then, or what did they do then?
Well, I mean, in the next scene, Colossus had that bag, which you assume has to be full of Deadpool.
Right,
but
so...
I wanted a lot more Headpool in the scene.
Like, right?
I was like, I need Headpool to exist. Yeah, but no, we can't always can we?
Nope, apparently not.
Because the minute it exploded, I was like, oh, sick, we're gonna get Headpool. Oh no, they're just gonna throw them all into a bag and not try to pay for this.
Nope, and then, I don't know, just hope his limbs reattach by being close to each other. I don't really...
Yeah, just kind of hope that's what's gonna happen. I'm trying to think of just, like, what, because there's just so much.
Well, at the top of my list,
okay,
is the hateful joke that Deadpool made against my main man, Hawkeye. Because I was angry for a whole 20 minutes about that.
Is it bad in the theater as he said that? All I could think was Brenna's gonna have something to say about this tomorrow.
Dude, both Garen and my mother, like, stopped and looked at me and laughed and then turned around and looked at the screen again, and I was like, I am being attacked by Ryan Reynolds right now.
I mean, you got your Jeremy Renner feel, though, because they played tag before the movie.
I didn't even get that trailer.
Wait, really?
No!
We got some sick Renner action in my theater.
Well, you know what? I did not have that courtesy.
Yeah, we also got that Mission Impossible trailer that I swear to God, it plays before every single film I have seen this year.
I have not seen that once.
What?
You're going to the wrong movie theaters.
You haven't seen it's got this weird dubstep remix of the Mission Impossible theme, and everything is synced up to it, which was really cool the first time, but now I'm just at this point where I'm just like,
you can't see me, but I'm dancing to that.
Okay.
Breaking it down.
Just getting it. Oh, man. Okay, so, did you hear about the soundtrack not the soundtrack, but the score for Deadpool?
I don't know. Did I?
Well, here's what had happened. The score for Deadpool got released on Friday, which, isn't like, it won't have like DMX and stuff on it. It's just like the orchestral music.
Yeah.
Well, it is the first ever film score in movie history to get an explicit tag.
What? Oh, because of the holy shitballs.
About this? It's during the time it was most prominent was during the scene where they're fighting Juggernaut outside of pedophile McCreepy Boy's school.
Yes, that is his Christian name.
It's his God-given name. And if you listened, the orchestral music sounds like it should be like singing some Latin, like, but instead...
But it's holy shitballs.
Yeah, it's like, holy shitballs, fuck, 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 fuck. It's stuff like that. And apparently the guy who produced the music for the film, he was just, it was originally like orchestral Latin music, and he went to the director and was like, could we just write our own lyrics to this? And he goes, yeah. And that's how that all came to be.
Were you the composer? It sounds like that is something that you would do.
Absolutely. I wrote the film. I starred in it. I am Ryan Reynolds.
I knew it.
We are all Ryan Reynolds, actually.
Aren't we, though? We are Ryan Reynolds.
We are Ryan. We are the Reynolds.
Yeah, that speaks to my soul.
That's that music right there. All right, so before we go on to the next segment, Brenna, this is, I mean, you've never done a podcast, so let me just introduce you. Let me introduce you to a little thing called the ad break, where I talk about patreon.com/a-load-of-BS.
Oh, exhilarating.
I know, it's the official website to support the BS Network, to help us get new shows like Fun Fiction on the air. It's what supports the other shows like Opposite Attractions, like Fight Boys, like A Load of BS. It's what helps the BS Network keep going. And of course, we got some lovely perks over there for you as well. Over at patreon.com/a-load-of-BS. All right, so Brenna, we've discussed the film.
Right.
We actually did not discuss Deadpool that much.
We didn't.
We were just like, everything around him was really good. But he also shit on Hawkeye in this one scene, so I hate him.
But he did call Yukio Pinkie Pie, so I forgave him.
Oh, can I just say, I struggled for a very lengthy amount of time to not realize that her name was
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! I was waiting for Deadpool to be like, it's time to do.
That's what I thought too, but then I heard a K and I was like, oh, that's why there is no joke made. No Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah. So I've struggled I was hoping that this could be a show where we show off good fan fiction. Because the community is full of talented people who write.
It is, yeah.
But apparently none of them have chosen to use Deadpool as their catalyst of writing.
Nope.
And it's so, everything is not good. But I think I broke it down, and it's because Deadpool is such a difficult character to walk the tightrope of.
Yeah.
That some people just choose like, oh, I'm gonna write a book like as Deadpool. That means I could just use all the racial slurs and, and offensive words I want. And I'm like, no, you cannot do that. Deadpool's Canadian. He would never.
Damn straight he's Canadian.
I mean, did you find the same thing with like a lot of people with that? Not trying to... I guess in most fan fiction, it's a struggle to try to get the character down.
Yeah, well, I was looking for crossover fan fiction, and it just... I don't know. It was bad. That's the only word I have for it.
It was all really bad. I tried to find crossover fan fiction, and I couldn't find anything. I don't want to try to guess what you did, but I did find one that crossed him over with one of our personal favorite movies, Zootopia.
I started to read that one, but it was too long, so I stopped.
Yeah. So I was just... Well, no, the weirdest part about that was the second time I saw the original Deadpool in theaters. I saw it as a double feature. First movie was Zootopia, second movie was Deadpool. And I was like, this is my whole experience in one.
Oh, wait, okay. So, that would make sense with Deadpool 2 because it's a family film, but now for the first Deadpool,
I will say, it was at a drive-in, and we did possibly have to move from one screen to a different screen to see Deadpool.
That's fine. I was thinking, like, the 7-year-olds watching Zootopia would also be treated to the opening credits of Deadpool.
Yeah, that's exactly. Which, by the way, props to them for keeping the opening credits just as dope as they did in the first one.
Oh, it was like a Bond movie. It was beautiful.
It was like a Bond movie, and it also expressed everything we were feeling, which is, what the fuck's happening?
I know! Did you really just kill her?
Yeah. So, I'm trying to. I did find one, and I'm not gonna read it out loud because it's not got Deadpool in it, so it's technically not a Deadpool fan fiction.
Then why are you talking about it?
Because it is a rewritten version of a scene from the first Deadpool film.
Go on.
The scene where Wade and Vanessa meet for the first time, and they discuss how they're each individually more fucked up than the other one.
Right.
Well, I found that scene rewritten to be Dean and Castiel from Supernatural.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't written as good as I wanted. Although at one point Crowley does play the role of the guy who hits on Vanessa and then gets his shit kicked in.
He would hit on Castiel though, for real.
Yeah, they all would.
I mean, I would.
Yeah. Oh, I would.
Hands down.
I found another. This one's only 500 words. I may read it, but this is also going to introduce another concept of fan fiction that I think we're going to have to deal with, which is the Mary Sue.
Mary Sue.
Oh, do you not know what a Mary Sue is?
I don't think so.
Oh my. Okay, so essentially, a Mary Sue is. A lot of people thought Rey was one when the 7th Star Wars came out, but essentially, what it is it's a character who gets introduced to be extremely overpowered and kind of gets introduced into this world, and they're way too overpowered. They don't have much of a character arc. Everything just kind of works out for them a little bit too well, and also like the author will usually put a little bit too much of themselves into it, so it's like I don't know the best way to describe it, almost like this a power fantasy using a Mary Sue. And so this is Deadpool and the Sue. And at one point, I'm not going to read all of it, but just in order to kind of get a feeling of what a Mary Sue would be like in a fan fiction. Hi, Deadpool, shrieked a voice behind him. He turned around and saw a girl staring down at him, eyes unblinking and glassy. Mom, you came to visit me. He got up and backed away. She cackled. I'm not your mom, silly. My name's Raven, Sunlight, Pony, Cassandra, Selena, Pattinson Way. I'm your girlfriend. Yeah, she advanced on him, still grinning. She was tall and skinny, long silver hair cascading down her back, past her large feathery wings. She was wearing what looked like a red corset and black skirt with fishnets, but it was hard to tell as her entire body was covered with various types of weapons.
Oh.
Yeah, it's... Oh, okay, hold on. You want me to explain my story? Okay. I'm the illegitimate daughter of Jean Grey and the Human Torch, as well as the sister of Hawkeye, but because I was kidnapped by Doom when I was a baby, I never knew my parents, so I escaped and went to live with Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch. Quicksilver fell in love with me and taught me how to run really fast. Then I joined the Avengers and the X-Men when I was 10. Did I mention that I have the mutant power to make rainbows and I can shoot lasers out of my nose? And even though I'm only 15, we're gonna get married. Ha ha ha! Yeah, that's a Mary Sue.
I'm speechless. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah. And it is the most accurate thing because yes, I have read fan fiction where that shit exists.
I'm pretty sure I wrote stuff like that, but when I was but it was about Freddy Krueger and I married him at the end.
You're like, I've been personally attacked.
Listen.
Less than 30 minutes into this new show.
Oh my god.
All right, so I wanted to find... Oh, also, just a little bit of an aside that I did not get to say during the Deadpool 2 review section. When he got the full black suit at the end by accident, it was the dopest thing. All right, so here's my fan fiction for the week after we kind of go over everything else. Brenna, it's not good.
I'm so excited, Scotty.
This is not good at all. This is called... How I Meet Deadpool? Hey, I wrote this little story where I am a character in the Marvel Universe called Laser Man, and this is a story about how I meet Deadpool. And he writes, How I did meet Deadpool. It starts on a rainy day in New York City. My name is Dries Verhullant, aka Laser Man. I'm totally drunk right now, but my bottle of vodka is empty. but I think I can drink just one more. Laserman steps into a bar. Barman, he says, give me a good cold... Wait, oh, okay. Sorry. There's no punctuation, by the way.
I got you.
Yeah, the only way I can figure it out is, like, there's a space between every single sentence. Barman, he says, give me a good cold beer. Laserman falls silent as he sees Deadpool sitting at the bar. Wilson, how are you? Because, you know, everyone calls Deadpool Wilson.
Right, they're on last name basis. Cool.
Yeah, with an enthusiastic tone. As a response, Deadpool takes his gun and shoots at Laserman his feet. What? Shoots at Laserman his feet while screaming, "You motherfucker!" Ah, Laserman says, "Are you still angry at me?" "Of course I am still angry," Deadpool answers. "Excuse me," the barman says, "but can you explain why you start shooting in my bar?" 1 year ago. Deadpool and Laserman are lying unconscious on the ground in a very dark room. The lights go on and they wake up both with a headache. "Who are you?" Deadpool asks while holding his gun at Laserman his head. "I can ask you the same question," he replies. Then 3 men in black suit come into the room. They explain that they are S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, of course, and they want Laserman and Deadpool to break in a Hydra base and steal, STEEL, some secret files from them. If they do this, they will each getting paid 3,000... If they do this, they will each getting paid $3,000 million. They agree. Deadpool and Laserman breaking into this base went super easy. Deadpool goes search for the secret files. In the meantime, Laserman fights the guards with his laser powers. Suddenly, he sees something strange. The guards are wearing S.H.I.E.L.D. uniforms. Dun dun dun! He takes one of the guards and starts asking him questions, like, why are you wearing S.H.I.E.L.D. uniforms? Because we're S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, he replies. Then Laserman gets it. They're framed. THERE, framed. He goes to Deadpool and explains the situation, but Deadpool doesn't care. He just wants the money. So Laserman shoots with his laser powers a hole true Deadpool his chest. Deadpool heals and stands up, but Laserman is gone together with the files. Back to present day. So, Deadpool and Laserman have told the barman and the whole bar the story. So the barman says, "Let me get this straight. You're angry at him because he cost you $3,000 million. I thought it was a typo, but no, it's apparently $3,000 million. And you think he's ungrateful because you saved him from becoming a most wanted criminal? Yes. You two should go outside and fight this out like men. Okay. Okay. So they go outside and they run screaming at each other and start to battle. But who would win? That's for another time. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight.
How are you going to just leave me on a cliffhanger? That's not nice.
Hey, it's not my fault. This is all Spider-Fan 2.
Did Spider-Fan 2 write anymore, or did he quit?
No, that's it. That's the only chapter.
Oh my god.
He has written more books. He wrote It, a short story based on the book It by Stephen King, a Fantastic Four one, and Batman and Robin, a dynamic duo.
Well, those all sound lovely.
Yeah. Alright, so that was my... Wait.
What's happening?
I'm sorry, I'm on the It fan fiction right now.
Right.
It's literally 80 words. My unofficial sequel to the novel by Stephen King and to the It Chapter 2 movie that will come out. The story is spoiler-free. Enjoy. May the 10th, Derry, Maine.
Oh, God.
The school bell did go in the Derry Elementary School. The kids did run out of the school. A boy jumps on his bike. He is super excited. This has been the sequel to It, written by Spider-Man 2.
Well, it's short and to the point.
It's very good. The boy was on his bike and he was excited.
And the school bell did go
The school bell, which by the way, bell only had one L, so take it that what you will. All right, so that's my offering for this week, and a little bit of a bonus episode in the form of It Chapter 5.
Oh God.
So, what have you brought to us?
All right. Well, yours, I should have gone first because you have overshadowed me, but it's fine. Mine is called Super Pool, and it's by Pyro Moose Poop. His blurb for this story is: Sam, Dean, and Cass are going to New York because a thing named Venom is murdering people, or is someone else doing the murder, an annoying person calling himself Deadpool. How long can they resist not shooting him? How many times will Deadpool heal himself after getting shot? Will Deadpool, the author, ever shut up? Not likely. Please enjoy my fanfic.
I'm going to let you know before you get into it. I saw this and chose not to read it.
Thank God you didn't. But I'm only going to read you the first chapter, so you're going to have to read the rest on your own, and you'll want to, believe me.
Okay.
So, disclaimer, I have accomplished nothing in life, therefore I own nothing and probably never will.
That is I'm gonna get that tattooed on me somewhere. That's beautiful.
I want it on my tombstone, to be honest.
Yeah.
Author note, takes place when Cass becomes human, which I think is in season 8. I tried to look it up, but this is all over the place. I'm just gonna tell you.
Okay.
Alright, so this first part is written in Sam's perspective, just to let you know.
Okay, so we got Moose going.
Yes. So, Dean and I were looking at Crowley in the basement. My brother poked him. Wake up, he yelled. Crowley's eyes fluttered open. Hello, boys, he said Britishly. Then as he looked at me, he said, You're looking sexier than usual today, Moose. He kissed the air in a weird flirtatious notion. I ignored him and slapped down a wad of police reports showing a bunch of murders in downtown New York, all in the same general area, and general is capitalized. All of these bodies got shot multiple times. Mind telling us what that's about, Crowley, huh? Dean asked the King of Hell. And police reports claim that all their mouths are filled with, parentheses, semen, I added.
Oh, okay.
Why should I tell you anything, bloody Winchesters, Crowley said, being difficult as always. Because if you don't, a nice hot bathtub of holy water is waiting for you, so why don't you start squawking, Dean angrily said. Fine, I could never resist you, Squirrel, Crowley said, and then he looked at me. The person you're looking for is called Venom, but I warn you, someone is already on the case. Who? Garth? Dean questioned. Dean, we're done here. Let's go, I said, not letting Crowley answer. Goodbye, Moose, Crowley said sing-songedly. Then he kissed the air again and winked. Later. We were in the...
It's so sexual.
It's the best. We were in the Impala, Dean driving, me sitting shotgun, and Cass in the back, like always. We just got to New York State. Cass was complaining about the existence of urination again. Dean and I were... Cass doesn't like urination, apparently, because he's human, you know.
Oh, okay, I see.
And angels don't pee. That's canon. Dean and I were singing along to the song Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas. Suddenly, there was some sort of man on the road, but Dean and I didn't notice because we were deep in song. Then the strange man's bright red suit caught Dean's eye, and he slammed on the brakes. The three of us got out of the car to see what was wrong. The man in the red and black suit looked somewhat familiar. He had a monocle, top hat, and a fake and a fake mustache over his black and red mask. He put a cup of tea up to where his mouth is and made a slurping sound as the tea pours down his mask. Hello, he said in an obviously fake British accent. It's Pool, Deadpool, Agent BOOB, part of the DICK organization. Then he put the tea cup to his face again and made a slurping noise. Jesus, this guy is more inappropriate than Dean. Wait, Deadpool. I recognize that name. I think Charlie said something about him. I turned to Cass, who was just standing there, and told him, Call Charlie, ask her what she knows about Deadpool. Cass obeyed. Who are you, and why are you in the center of the road? Dean asked. There was a blue flash, and Deadpool disappeared, but his mustache, top hat, monocle, and now broken teacup where he was standing. I already told you, I'm the fabulous Deadpool. I'm the merc with the mouth. The grown man who wears ladybug pajamas to do his job. The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Okay, not that last one, but I'm doing him a favor, Deadpool said, dropping the accent. He was standing behind us. We all turned around. So you're here to help? Dean asked. I think he is, I said. I think we should all trust Deadpool too, Deadpool said. Charlie has given me information on Deadpool, Cass said. Did he call me? did he call me?
I got it.
I got the tea, boys. Did he call me a god, an object of pure worship, the lord of all chimichangas? Deadpool questioned. No. She said you're a low-rate comic book character from Marvel, Cass said. Comic book character? Comic book character? Yeah, basically. Well, I'm a movie star too, and a fan fiction star now. Hey, my lovely comic book is not low-rate. You take that back, Deadpool said. Well, yelled at the end. Then he pointed a gun at Cass's head. Dean and I whipped out our guns and pointed it at his head. He just became human. What are you thinking? Dean angrily said. His other hand now has a gun, and he points it at my brother. I've got more guns up my butt than you've ever seen in your life. I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't count on that, bitch, Dean said and pointed a second gun at Deadpool. It was bigger than all the other guns.
That doesn't mean that it's going to work. That's how guns work.
Deadpool put his two guns away and pulled out a huge-ass machine gun. Nobody calls me bitch besides Domino, Wolverine, and maybe Spider-Man, depending on how cute he is that day. Then Deadpool pointed the gun at Dean. Naughty not, bitch. No. No, I yell and pull the trigger to the gun at Deadpool's head. He was not going to kill my brother. Deadpool fell backwards. His machine gun fell next to his limp body. We all got back in the Impala. The dead body of Deadpool was next to Cass. We started driving again. About an hour later, we started singing Carry On Wayward Son again. Then
that's all they do.
That's the only song ever written. Then Cass said, he's not dead. Dean chuckled. Sure, he said sarcastically, not taking his eye off the road. Wakey, wakey, Tuesday, pig and poke.
Yes.
I wouldn't know about that. I was going to stay quiet till I could kill you all, but we're such good friends. Can I drive? Deadpool said. What the hell? No, you can't drive, Dean said. Wait, what brought him back to life? I asked. Aw, I knew you loved me, Sammy Pooh. Has anyone ever told you that you look like a moose? Deadpool said. Why does everyone tell me I look like a moose? I asked. I could tell Dean was trying not to laugh. What the hell is that thing? Deadpool yelled and pointed to the right. Everyone in the car looked to the right to see nothing. There's nothing there, Cass stated. Yeah, I know. It's my car now, Deadpool said. He was sitting in the driver's seat, and Dean was sitting where Deadpool used to sit. What the Dean started to say. Language, you fucking piece of shit, Deadpool said. He's driving worse than a drunk person. Ooh, a strip club, Deadpool said. He grabbed Dean, and a blue flash appeared again. Both my brother and Deadpool were gone. The Impala started to head towards the building because no one was driving. I took the wheel and pulled over Dean's precious car. And that's chapter 1.
Oh my god. They know Deadpool's not the genie from Aladdin, right?
Dude, that's what I was going to ask. Like, since when does he have teleportation?
Yeah, I think he does in the comics, maybe, but even then, like, I don't know. Also, going back to the Spider-Man thing, there's a lot. There's so much Spider-Man.
I know. Like, I thought that there might be a wholesome one, but no.
There's nothing.
No.
A whole lot of boning. Speaking of boning, I want to talk about all the boning shirts I got over at merch.aloadofpurebs.com.
Those are some boning shirts, man. I just bought one myself.
That shirt boned. Yeah, you can get shirts for Opposite Attractions, Fight Boys, A Load of BS. I'm gonna try to get fun fiction stuff up there ASAP.
It'll have my face on it.
It's just a giant Brenna face, and that's it.
That's it.
It just says, Brenna, social
It says
anxiety,
nothing. It's
Clark,
just my face.
and then a picture of your face. Is that the silence of, I would actually buy that?
That was the silence of my computer just went completely silent.
Oh, no!
But what did you say that it says on it?
Oh, it says Brenna, social anxiety, Clark on it.
Oh, yeah, I would totally wear that. Then I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have to introduce myself to people, so that would be great.
Yeah, it actually really helps with the social anxiety aspect of it.
It does, then people won't talk to me.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we've read our fan fictions, we've talked about the movie, and here's the problem. All the fan fiction was garbage.
Complete and utter beautiful trash fires.
Such trash fire. Which, by the way, you are too hard on yourself because, oh my god, yours beat mine by a land mile.
Scottye, look, the second chapter of this is in Dean's perspective. No, Deadpool's perspective, and the third one is in Castiel's perspective. And you have to read it because the conclusion is thrilling and makes no sense whatsoever.
All right. Also, I like that they called Venom a person.
Well, and is he just ejaculating into people's mouths? Is that a thing that Venom does?
That was another thing I was curious about. It was just Venom running around like,
Spoiler alert, like, it never comes back to that. Venom is never reintroduced. We don't know if maybe Deadpool was killing these people and putting his parts in places that they didn't need to be in. But, yeah.
Alright, so here's my idea, because I definitely had to change it after last night.
Right.
Fan fiction. And, have you heard about the deleted end credit scene that they had to take out?
Of this one?
Of Deadpool 2, yeah.
No.
I swear to God, this is not a joke, and I'm mad that they took it out, because I think it probably would have put it over the top from best end credits scene ever to cannot be topped ever best like I still think something could beat it eventually. If they included this scene, nothing could ever beat it. And it is a scene where Deadpool walks into a nursery. A German nursery. And he walks up to the crib, and within that crib is a small baby Hitler. And Deadpool, there were two versions apparently. In one version, he just goes maximum effort and then just starts throttling the baby. The second version that I like even more is he like takes out a Sharpie and draws a Hitler mustache on the baby and then takes it out.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah. So this is my idea for Deadpool 3. And it starts at the beginning of this end credit scene that didn't happen. Because Deadpool walks up and he's very much just like, I can't do this. This is a baby. It's you know what? And then he pulls out he draws the mustache on the baby and he's like, all right, let's think about this. At which point you hear the cocking of a gun. And he goes, what's taking you so long, big guy? Looks down. And this is in fact a crossover with the Boss Baby universe.
Oh my god!
As Deadpool turns around to see baby Hitler with a gun trained on him. And it gets better, because like they then have a on par, you know, in episode 2 of Star Wars where Yoda just kind of flips around and that's how he fights? It's gotta be that, except with a baby.
Right.
So, does that, but in the middle of it, he steals Cable's time travel device from Deadpool and uses it to start traveling forward in time.
That's not good.
Yeah, at which point we get a real, was it Rory in Doctor Who had to live for like 5,000 years?
Yes.
Yeah, it's that, except it's Deadpool, but as he goes forward through time, he keeps finding the chaos that baby Hitler, like, it's gonna be also kind of like Wolverine, where he, like, fights in wars and stuff, but he's, like, not as good about it. So, I wasn't sure when baby Hitler was born, so I just said, like, a little bit before maybe the 1930s.
Sure, why not?
And so, fast forward to the 1930s, you get towards it, Deadpool enlists in the army because baby Hitler has actually came forward in time to become normal Hitler, but he's still a baby. But, plot twist, he has 2 other babies underneath him in a trench coat, and he is a giant. So, Hitler's risen to power again, so Deadpool's plan failed. And so then it's kind of like a Saving Private Ryan situation, except instead of Saving Private Ryan, who would be played by Ryan Reynolds,
of course,
Deadpool goes and finally tracks down baby Hitler. But I think at this point, even Deadpool is just like, wait a minute, you're not baby Hitler. Baby Hitler was a baby. You're three men. So he doesn't know at this point. He doesn't know at this point that it's three babies in a trench coat. So then baby Hitler gets away. He time travels in the future a little bit more. And so now Deadpool has to live out like just 20 years going from city to city on his own until he finds a small town in Kansas in the 1950s where, this is when I was about to say the hip hop revolution, and I know that's wrong, where like the like rock and roll had started and dancing and all that has started. And he comes to a small town in Kansas where the mayor has outlawed dancing.
Yes!
And so now Deadpool has to basically so he had Saving Private Ryan. Now he has to reenact Footloose. And also, in case you're wondering, baby Hitler in a trench coat was in fact the mayor of the town. And
I knew it.
Why they did it.
I knew it.
So Deadpool has to fight against the mayor to get dancing legalized again in this small town. And so now that all plays out. Cut forward about 20 more years. We're now in the 1970s. It's Vietnam. All that's happened. And Deadpool has... he's skipped the draft, let's be honest. And so he's like in New York or something. And I think they had televisions back then. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
It's in the 1970s. And so he actually finds out that baby Hitler is in California making movies. I don't know what movie he made, like a shitty movie from the 70s. I didn't think about this. I'm improving. And you may be wondering what movie this is based off, Brenna, but you'll know when you realize that after that, Deadpool ran, and he ran to the edge of the city.
Oh my
goodness. He ran to the edge of the state. Then he ran till he got all the way to California. Actually, no. He wasn't in New York. He's definitely in Alabama at the beginning of this. And then he runs to California, Forrest Gump style, to find the Fuhrer. And so they have like this big fight scene, but then Fuhrer actually at this point, Fuhrer kidnaps him. Dun dun dun.
Plot twist.
Actually, no. Cut to the 90s. He finds Fuhrer. Fuhrer kidnaps him and throws him onto an island that Fuhrer has created with his time-traveling device, Baby Fuhrer. And his time-traveling device has allowed him to go back to the Jurassic era and bring back dinosaurs. Now we've got Deadpool in Jurassic Park. Da 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 da. And so now he has to fight through an army of dinosaurs, at which point he escapes, he gets back to America, and he's still trying to find baby Hitler as he goes forward in time, eventually slowly moving through Deadpool 1 and 2. So he goes through both of the films again.
And baby Hitler is also in...
Baby Hitler's also there. No. Just because I apparently learned that recently TJ Miller has become very problematic.
Yes.
Weasel's actually baby Hitler.
Okay.
It's never been revealed, but he's actually three babies in a trench coat,
yes.
One of whom is Hitler.
Canon.
That's officially canon now. And so he finally realizes that the whole time Weasel has been baby Hitler. And he just looks at it, he's just like, baby Hitler, it's over! Pulls out a gun, points it! At which point, a beautiful bright light comes around baby Hitler. Are you ready for the plot twist of the fucking century?
I'm not ready.
It was never baby Hitler. It was actually Vanessa Carlyle, Deadpool's girlfriend, who of course is in the comics is known as Copycat and has the ability to take on other people's forms. And she just kind of looks at Deadpool and is like, really? You were going to kill a baby? And he's like, it's Hitler. And then she reveals that the whole thing has actually been a setup for Deadpool's birthday party.
Aww.
And her her surprise for him is the fact that she let him reenact some of his favorite films throughout history by posing as Hitler.
That is the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I know, right?
And I know that you just spoiled the whole entire thing, but you realize you're gonna really have to write this now.
You're gonna have to actually write this book wherein Deadpool has to fight baby Hitler. Boss baby Hitler.
I imagine it's in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that really scary baby that smokes with the really deep voice. That's how I imagine it.
Whoa. Okay, can I just be truth?
What?
I just be truth with you for a minute?
Be truth with a capital T.
Yeah. I have not watched that film since I was probably like 3 or 4. Actually, no, probably a little bit older than that, because Christopher Lloyd at the end...
With the eyes! When he gets run over by the steamroller? Yeah.
How's your brother? He died just like this! And I'm like, nah, I'm good. This movie don't need to exist anymore.
No, I get it, fam, but it's still a real good movie.
I'm looking up Who Framed Roger Rabbit smoking baby.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Oh, fuck, I remember this thing!
Yeah, I think he was actually in actual cartoons, but I don't know.
He was. I can guarantee he was, because I've seen it, and I don't think he was... Yeah, his name's Baby Herman.
That's right, Herman. Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Yeah.
He's described as a deuteragonist, and I don't know what that means.
Hold on. Deuteragonist?
Yeah, I have to assume it means that was he a good guy and a bad guy?
Is that... Hold on.
Yeah, deuteragonist.
Did you just... No, well, it says the person second in importance to the protagonist in a drama. You are so far off.
I know, but I like my idea more, where he's like Russell in Deadpool. He's just like, he became an asshole, but also he's a good guy at the end, so he's a deuteragonist. 'Cause deuter, so two.
So you took the 2 part and then made the rest of it up.
Yes, that's exactly how it works.
He could have been a baby with like 2 heads with the name deuteragonist.
Yeah, and you call him Deuter for short.
Deuter.
Deuter.
What up, Deuter?
What up, Deuter? I'm trying to find more on this dude. Deuter.
This deuteragonist.
This deuteragonist. God, he's horrifying to look at, to be honest.
That's what I'm telling you. You kept saying Baby Hitler, and I just saw him with his cigar and, like, the mustache and...
The mustache?
Yep.
I'm trying to think of, like... Oh, God, I forgot that he had baby voice and adult voice. He also reminds me of, the Fennec... Is it a Fennec Fox in, Zootopia?
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah, except better.
Yes, and scarier.
Because it's a creepy, nasty little baby thing.
And I was so sure that he was playing a little girl baby, but I don't know about that anymore.
Who, the Fennec Fox or Baby Herman?
Both. Oh. Just kidding, Herman.
So, I looked up, all I did was look up Baby Herman, and I also found a Looper article said things about Who Framed Roger Rabbit you only notice as an adult. The very first thing is Baby Herman is a sexual predator.
Oh, yeah, he is. He grabs a lady's butt with his baby hands.
A direct quote from Baby Herman. I've got a 50-year-old's lust and a 3-year-old's dinky.
He said that. He did say that.
That's terrible.
It's a great movie.
Wait, hold on. Oh, he also puts he also looks up a crew member's skirt.
Yes.
God, Baby Herman. Baby Herman, no. So anyways, Deadpool.
Yeah! And Hitler.
Deadpool and Hitler. This great show. Have you seen the trailer? I guess we're just now all completely off topic. Have you seen the trailer for the Happy Time Murders?
No.
It's Melissa McCarthy, so you know it's good.
Right.
And it's a film about humans and puppets coexisting.
No, I'm out.
Yeah?
I'm out.
And this next part you may actually like, and it's the fact that the puppets are getting murdered by a serial killer.
Okay,
so,
that's me. That serial killer is me.
Brenna, you and I have both performed in a play where we had to be with puppets.
But, Scottye, they were not sentient. They, like, I don't know. They looked like people, not like...
We brought them sentience!
Oh.
Anyways, Melissa McCarthy, who is a human, has to team up with a puppet named Agent Campbell. I think it's that one. No, it's not. It's... What the fuck? Which one is it? I'm trying to find the actual person. It's up to Phil. Oh, Phil Phillips, who is a puppet played by Bill Beretta, has to team up with Melissa McCarthy to solve the Happy Time murders. And it's nasty. It's pretty nasty.
What do you mean by nasty?
I will say the trailer I saw, you know, after the actual like Happy Time murders, it will cut to like a funny scene. Well, their funny scene was the main puppet detective banging another puppet sexually.
How else do you... No, it's fine.
I don't... Reaches the conclusion, the natural conclusion of intercourse. He pulls out and then just silly string everywhere.
No!
Consistent. And you know what? Like, Family Guy popularized it, where a joke goes on too long to where you reach a point where this isn't funny anymore, and then it keeps going, and then you get the second laugh of it. That's what happened as this puppet just silly strings all over the place.
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
I'm not comfortable with this. It's on par with Team America. Although Team America,
oh my God.
Team America was good too. So Miss Brenna, it's been an episode. That's
exactly
the beginning.
An episode.
We started off strong, and then we started talking about puppets, Hitler, and Baby Herman. But
I would like to say also that I made a list of historical facts about Deadpool that we.
It's because the movie was so good. So Brenna, I don't know, where can people find you on the internet if you want them to find you, Brenna Social Anxiety Clark?
You can find me on the Twitter, at Brennasaur, I think.
I think it's Brennasaur.
But don't look anywhere else. Yeah, yeah. Kylo Bren.
Only find her on Twitter at Brennasaur and nowhere else. Do not look.
Everywhere else I'm awkward. Don't do it.
No, look at her Instagram, because she posted a picture of her wearing some BS merch, and that's dope as shit.
Oh, yeah, that's Brennasaur too. Look, everything, just Google Brennasaur and I'll come up.
Yeah. Also,
it's
S-A-U-R, not S-O-R-E. Not just like, oh, this Brennasaur.
Yeah, I did not even think about that, but yes, like Brennasaur, like Bulbasaur, you know, because that's my favorite Pokemon.
Like everyone get on the floor, everybody walk the Brennasaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can find me on Twitter at ScottieMo, that's SCOTTYEMO. Make sure to buy all my books on Amazon. It feels good to actually do a show where people have read the book, so they can be like, it's really
Isn't
good.
It great?
There's Queasel Court Risen, Queasel Court Revelations, and then of course BS versus the Gods. Plenty more books to come, but mostly get Queasel Court because I'm very proud of it, and also Brenna's in it, kind of.
I am, and it's awesome.
It was friend fiction before fun fiction became a thing. So yeah, make sure to check that out, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, check out all the other BS Network programs. Fight Boys, our pro wrestling show. Opposite Attractions, the show where we try to build our own theme park. And then of course, A Load of BS, the show where me and my best friend Blake Tanner are kind of just assholes for an hour. There's not really much I can do. But yeah, make sure to check all that out. Make sure to help us out on Patreon, patreon.com/aloadofbs. And, of course, make sure to subscribe onto our YouTube channel. That way you'll be notified every time a new podcast comes out, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, on behalf of Brenna, Lauren, I don't have a good sign-off for this.
We need to come up with one, obviously. This was...
We just need... She's gonna be like, all right, and remember, stay away from baby Hitler. Have a good one.
Yep.